Hello and welcome back to MFTBT. I'm Mondef, of course, and here in MFTBT Mountain we're going to do something a little bit different. So we're going to connect two systems that we have already built because they have interdependencies. You can see I've made a few changes since the last episode. The most simple of which is that I moved the redstone back so that they're all powered off of one lever now, and I also switched this from running off of these combustion engines from running on lava to running off of the biofuel that we're generating. That's simple to do. I just ran a liquid pipe across the top off of the same wooden pipe. You can see I've had this running for a little while and confirmed that I am generating biofuel faster than I am spending it. But I'm wasting a lot of energy actually, and there's a couple problems that I've come up with this design. The first is that this one actually can run out of water. The aqueous accumulator doesn't keep up quite fast enough, and that may be a problem with the fact that we're using stone liquid pipes here instead of gold liquid pipes. But more importantly, I'm actually wasting a lot of energy. You can see I'm storing up energy slowly, so I'm wasting energy trying to create biomass to pump into here to make biofuel. So we want to redesign this. And I have a pretty simple design in mind. Basically, I won't bore you with this since we've done it before. I'm just going to connect these with one of these engines, one combustion engine, and use conductive pipes to power both of these, move these redstone engines down below. So I'm going to get that redesign done quickly, and I'll be back in a moment once I'm finished. Okay, so a simple change to the system. I moved the redstone engines down below, and I'm powering them from below the liquid pipe. And same thing on this side. I moved the combustion engine over to here, connected it directly to the wooden waterproof pipe, so you can see it's got fuel and water. Everything is working just perfectly well. This still is running, but we're running out of biomass. And the reason we are is because we've run out of saplings. Now, I could just, come in here and load it with the sapling and it would start running, process the sapling, and through it goes. But I don't want to have to do that every time. I don't want to have to come down here, check, go upstairs to my wood farm, grab the saplings, and bring it down here if it's empty. I want the machine to do that itself. So I'm going to pipe this from the wood farm. I want the saplings to come into here, but I don't want all the saplings to come here. I only want saplings when the machine needs them to come into here. So here's my wood farm. I have to make a change here. When I set this up originally, I set all the pipes coming out the sides. That actually doesn't work. My fault. I apologize. The wood logger sends apples and saplings up and logs out the side. The arboretum sends sand out the side, so out the side. This will be wood and sand. Wood and sand. And the top is where the saplings and the apples go. So up across. This filters the apples from the saplings. So here you can see apples go blue, saplings go red. So this will be all apples, this will be all saplings. So this is where our saplings go. So that's where our saplings are, and when needed, we want our machine to pull saplings out of the system and get sent to them. I'm going to use some gold pipes just because this is quite the length of pipe and I want it to go quickly. Alright, so we'll use a wooden transport pipe here. And of course a redstone engine. In the past we've just powered this with a lever, but I don't want to do that. I want this not to send all the time, only to send when our fermenter needs saplings. To do that, we're going to use a gate. This is an iron AND gate, and it basically says if both of these conditions are true, or if you only use one, if one of these is true, then do the output result. So what we want to look for is, we're just going to left click, pipe empty, items traversing, redstone signal on, off, inventory empty, items, space, inventory full. We don't care about any of the inventory. The tank, we don't care about the liquids. The tank is full. The fuel, we don't care about the fuel. The resources, right? Resources less than 25%. So if it's almost out of saplings, emit a redstone signal. And that would work, and we could run a redstone signal out to that redstone engine, and it would work. But we have pipewire, right? And pipewire is not redstone. There's an important difference between the two, and that is pipewire goes along pipes and redstone doesn't. So we don't want it emitting a redstone signal, we want it emitting a red pipe signal. So here's the red pipe signal. This, by the way, is red pipe wire. We're just going to have it travel down this pathway, travel down the pipe, all the way around to this wooden transport pipe. And we're going to use another gate here. And we want this gate to look at, not the chest, we don't care what's in the chest. What we care is that there's a red pipe signal and that it's on. If it is, then I want it to emit a redstone signal. And that will cause the redstone engine to start pumping. Since we know there are only saplings in that chest, we'll only ever pipe saplings. Saplings will travel down the pipe and come into here and will be processed into more biomass, which will turn into biofuel, which runs the system. So great. Just for the sake of playing with these for a moment, I want you to note this is on because there's space in here. As we fill this, put a few in there, still on, put a few more, turns off. Why? Because there's more than 25% of the saplings in here. Why would I use 25% and not, say, full? Well, this is a pretty long pipe to travel down. You can see we're still getting saplings, even though it's been off for a moment. So I don't want to overfill it. So I don't want it to turn off when it's full, because then I'll be, some of the saplings will plop out. And it's not so far that I couldn't, if there were 25% in here, they would get here before it was empty. So 25% is active enough. I really don't need this to be totally full all the time. So that's that, and good to go. Works great. I now have a storage chest for my saplings here with my wood farm, where it kind of makes sense to me that my saplings would be here at my wood farm, not down with my biomass biofuel machine. So this is where they're stored, and the machine now calls the sapling when it needs it. So we only get saplings here when this machine needs it. So great little system. It's worthy of note, since we're playing with gates, that there are a lot of different types of gates. Here you can see just a regular gate, an iron and gate, iron ore gate, gold, ands and ores, diamonds, autorudic, or however you say that one. Normal gates, which are the cheapest of the set, of course, normal gates do not interact with pipe wire. You need to have at least a iron or better. So basically, iron, golds, diamonds, and these last ones, the autorudic gates. Those will all interact with pipe wire. The normal gates do not. So that's it. We're ready to go. This machine will now pretty much run forever as long as our wood farm up here runs. Of course, we still got a problem that this wood farm still runs off of, coal coke and humus. But that's a project for another day. Anyway, I'm Mondef. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on MFTBT.